I wanted to use these cheap polishes that I got off AliExpress. They're jelly polishes to kind of create a jelly spring design. I wanted it to be super sheer and super jelly, so we're only going to do one coat of each color. I have about 12, but I chose these 5 because they really remind me of spring. So again, I'm going to do the one coat on each nail and get that into the lamp. These colors are super pigmented, so really, honestly, one coat is all you need. So I am going to take my silicone tool and kind of wipe up the excess that got underneath the practice tip. I want to use butterflies for this set, so I'm just kind of going through. I did land up and decide I wanted to use this one, but I saw one more and decided to go with it because the colors matched perfectly. So we're actually going to use this one. It has 4 different color butterflies, and I wanted to do a gem set on one. So thin layer of transfer foil glue, and then we're going to pop that in the lamp for 60 seconds and go ahead and place our transfer foils. So I cut them up. I'm going to arrange them on which colors I want on a particular color. I didn't want to match the colors. So I wanted a full butterfly on every single nail. I'm just going to press that in and continue with the rest. Now it is kind of cheating when you use transfer foils on practice tips because they're so flat. Typically transfer foils on like a normal extension with a high curve tends to take a lot longer and a little more, what do you say, skill. So I'm going to take the silicone tool and just buff that in and make sure my butterflies come out perfectly. And so once I feel like those are pressed in really nicely, I'm gonna slowly start peeling off the transfer foils. And I think I made the perfect choice with this particular transfer foil rather than the other one. They came out beautifully and they match the jellies so well. So now I'm going to take this iGel Beauty jewelry gel and I'm literally going to place it in like the form of a butterfly. I kind of want to build a rhinestone butterfly. So I'm just going to smash that on there. Not a super thick layer, but a nice layer. So I just took a raindrop gem for the body, and now I'm going to go in with these actual Swarovskis and kind of build out the wings. Now I wanted it to be kind of offset like the butterflies are, but once I started getting the rhinestones on there, I realized, you know what, this is going to have to be on there straight, just so it was symmetrical on each side. Um, so I'm actually going to go through and start straightening everything up and putting it in a more conducive um, formation. And this is completely freehand. I've never actually built a butterfly before, but I thought I'm going to give it a shot, and it actually came out really nice. So I think I'm going to do more of these, instead of just, doing simple rhinestone placements. So now that I feel like that looks like a butterfly, I'm actually going to take these gold caviar beads and I'm going to place them in areas I feel could use a bit more, or make it a bit more solid and uniform to actually see the outline of the butterfly. And so once I'm actually satisfied with that, I'm going to go ahead and flash cure that in the lamp for, I think it was 30 seconds. And then I'm going to move on to the antennae. For the antennae, I'm just going to use this base coat, grab some on my detail brush, and then grab a few caviar beads and kind of just, you know, mix those around in there. And then I'm going to create the antennae first, or the first one. And then I think I just edited it and skipped through some of the maneuvering because sometimes if you use too much base gel, and I did, it takes a little longer to separate. But once I get that one done, I'm going to flash cure that one in the lamp, and then I'm going to get started on the other side. And so practice makes perfect. So instead of fighting with the beads, I go ahead and I make a line of the beads that I want. And then I go ahead and place those. And again, you want to use enough base gel to place them, but don't use so much that it makes it harder to stick to the brush. So grabbing a few at a time, I'm just going to mimic what I did on one side, on the other side, and then I'm going to complete the look, I noticed that there was kind of a space, and so I went ahead and I added one more, and then I flash cured that. Actually, no, I gave it a full 60-second cure. So now I am going to top coat. I really like the way the butterfly came out. I think it's really cute. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and just use this Nonsense Gherkin top coat. It's literally just sitting here, so I'm going to use this on all my practice designs until it's come over. So I'm going to go over the caviar beads. I'm not going to go over the crystals, but I do brush against the sides of the crystals to kind of make sure they stay in place. I'm going to grab my detailer, and I know I go out of frame. I am so sorry. I come back in frame soon, but I'm literally going around all of the crystals and over all of the caviar beads. Sometimes, depending on where you get them, they do have a tendency to change color. I've never had an issue with these ones changing color, but there are some that do. So now I'm going to top coat all of them. I decided that since we have gems, I wanted the butterflies and the gems to kind of tie in on all of the nails. So now I'm just going to go through and place some, I believe these are SS, I want to say 5 or SS3 AB Swarovskis. And I'm just going to go through and do 2 nails at a time. I am just placing this into the top coat because they're really small, and of course this is a practice set, but normally I would probably put a drop of the iGel Beauty or the Pooch's Nails rhinestone glue. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp and flash cure it. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the next 2 and kind of place the rhinestones the same way. And I'm trying to make them uniform, you know, probably doing 4 rhinestones on each nail. And then I'm going to give it a full cure again, and we're going to check out the reveals. And this is what they turned out like, you guys. I think these are really cute. I freaking love them. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Tell me if my gem butterfly looks like a butterfly. I'm really curious to know if this is something or a design that you guys would wear. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. It costs nothing and I'd appreciate it.